Delhi police has recommended a cancellation of the case Pocso with regards to the restless protest. The Pocso case that was levied on Brij Bhushan, the WFI chief. It appears that now that's been dropped. No corroborative evidence found. Allegations by the minor that were initially had been withdrawn, and considering that there is no corroborative proof to the allegations that she's leveled, clearly here the Pocso case is dropped, with the police sources saying that there is no evidence. Minor had vested interest, there is no proof, and therefore the Pocso case itself falls flat. Delhi police files a 550-page report on the cancellation of the FIR in the minor wrestlers case, and according to sources, the minor has already withdrawn the allegations of sexual abuse against Brij Bhushan, has reversed her statement. The minor had spoken of sexual abuse in her first statement before the magistrate. In the second statement, the minor retracted allegations of sexual abuse, saying that I was not selected, I worked very hard, I was in depression, and so in anger, I filed a case of sexual harassment. In fact, this is the minor's father, we believe, who informed the police on these lines. In fact, this is, of course, a big development, considering now all the allegations against Brij Bhushan. The most severe one was certainly this case, the Pocso case. Now that it's been dropped, wonder how the police will take forward this investigation, and if at all there could be serious charges at all on Brij Bhushan at this point. Let me go across to Anisha and Aishwarya Paliwal. Anisha Mathur joining us live, tracking court for us. Anisha, looking at this, the scenario here, the minor victim has withdrawn her Pocso complaint and then filed another complaint, then goes on to tell the police that it was just out of anger because she was dropped out of a tournament, and just to teach him a lesson, the father decided to file a Pocso case on Brij Bhushan. Now, the Delhi police sources tell us that there is no proof, this was done out of vendetta, and therefore the Pocso case is dropped. How does this change the case entirely?
Well, if you can hear me right now, what we can tell you is that the police, the Delhi police has filed a cancellation report, a 550-page report before the Patiala House Court here in the minor's case. Now remember, we had seen the minor go back and give a second statement in this particular case. Her father had also given a statement to India Today saying that they had given this complaint in anger. The Pocso case had been given in anger. While we do not have the details of the allegations or the report itself, what we do know, and what the public prosecutor, Mr. Atul Srivastava, has said on our camera as well, is that there was not enough evidence to justify any sort of further investigation, and therefore a cancellation report has been filed by the Delhi police in Patiala House Court as far as the minor's case is concerned, which effectively means that the police has not been able to find enough evidence, that the police has not been able to find any corroborative evidence either when it comes to the allegations that had been raised by this particular minor in this case. We are still waiting for an update from the Rouse Avenue Court on what exactly are the contents of the report that have been filed there by the Delhi police in the case filed by the 6 adult women. But here, at least in Patiala House Court, we can confirm to you that a cancellation report has been filed. Since now currently the courts are on summer vacation, the duty judge has for now said that on the 1st of July, the concerned court, which is in charge of hearing Pocso cases, will be taking a call on accepting or rejecting this particular cancellation report. Back to you.
Right, Anisha, at this point we see that the victim, we believe, has spoken to the police, and while testifying has said that this was out of anger that she did what she did. She was dropped out of a tournament, and therefore she and her father decided that they would want to teach a lesson to Brij Bhushan. This is what the minors and her father tells the police, but according to a Pocso case, the police is also duty bound to try and investigate as to why the first statement was withdrawn. Do you believe that the police has had sufficient evidence to prove that that was not done out of coercion, her withdrawing the complaint in the first place?
Well, at the moment, Navina, what I can tell you is that the police has filed a detailed report with several hundred pages also in sealed cover. We saw this with our own eyes. My colleague Shreya Chatterjee and I were inside the courtroom when this report was submitted to the judge. There are several dozen pages of sealed cover reports as well, and the prosecution has said that they are filing a cancellation report. Clearly, the police would have had to do a detailed investigation after the minor's second statement as well. The police seems to have indicated at this moment that they have not found any corroborative evidence either. My colleague Shreya is here right now. Shreya, the public prosecutor very clearly on our cameras also said that the cancellation report has been filed. We've seen the way the dozens of sealed camera statements. What else have you been able to find?
Well, as of now, we do understand that the cancellation report is on the basis of the change of the statement, and particularly that the Delhi police hasn't really found any corroboratory evidence on the charges of Pocso. Now it will be on the lookout of the court to decide which statement to believe and which to not believe. For that, a date has been set, and the cancellation report against the FIR will now be taken up the concerned court, who will finally decide whether or not Pocso charges will be dropped against Vijbhushan Singh.
Well, there you have it. Shreya has also spoken to some of the police officials, and I personally also spoke to the public prosecutor in this particular case. What we've been told at this moment at least is that when a Pocso case is there and the witness, the key victim or the witness retracts their statement, under the law, the police's responsibility is to ensure that they look at corroborative evidence, they look at evidence other than what the victim herself has said. And what the public prosecutor has told us on camera as well is that they have not been able to find any corroborative evidence, which effectively means that after the victim, the minor girl, has retracted her statement, the police has not found any other evidence either to uphold the allegations in the FIR regarding Pocso. Now, as my colleague Shreya also just said, that on the 1st of July, when the court, the concerned Pocso court, the designated judge who handles Pocso cases, when they take up this matter, now it will be up to the court to decide on which statement they want to rely on, what part of the police's final report they want to rely on. Also, just for our viewers, I want to clarify, it is if the court believes that the police investigation is not adequate, they can also ask the police to investigate further. Even though the police has filed a final report saying that this is a cancellation report since they have not been able to find adequate evidence, it is for the court now to take a call on whether to accept or reject this report.